Good morning. Today, I would like to show you a tutorial on a concept called tiki-toki. This is something that's going to allow you to create a timeline, and this would be a useful tool for your students. It's something that, in doing research, I found that is used by Vanderbilt University students. Um, and I think it's applicable because Vanderbilt does have a large outreach program to secondary schools and really to all K-12 schools with lots of tips on educational technology. And you've been seeing a lot of these coming out lately. So my objective today is to show you how this works. And then I'll show you an example from the realm of social sciences. An online timeline maker. I've already created an account. So you can create an account very easily. There is a free option. I'll show you go to my accounts. All right, so if you were to, I already signed up with my Cinnamonsyn email. I typed in Keston K at cinnamonsyn.com. And then I have not created a new timeline, but if I were to do so, it's pretty simple. So let's go through, let's create a new timeline. So for this, I'll just call it, French 2. I'm not going to have a background image. So we'll do this start date. Okay, so for me, I'll just do, I guess I started cooking back in, we'll call it 2010 for myself exclusively. Right? Before that time, I'd probably cooked in other ways. So I'll just click this and I'll type in December 2010. Why not? All right, we'll click confirm. Then our end date we'll put at today. I'll click confirm. I'll create a new timeline. And so you see you have a lot of features here. Now, you won't actually have to do this, but your students can. And you see there are a lot of features that are available here. So they can play around with it. You can change your settings. Okay, you can change the title. You can change that start date or end date. You can have an introduction. You can have an about. All sorts of different things here. You can add a picture to the backgrounds. And a lot of interesting things that we can add here. So what I'm going to do is I will show you what a completed one looks like. So this is an example of a student who did a presentation. They called it Modern South Asia. All right, so they have a lot of different things here. So they start out in at this point, at least, we're at 1600. Okay, and if you wanted to move it along, all right, you can see I'm just scrolling here. Then there are different events. Okay, so we have here invasion of the Mughal Empire. If we go a little bit further, we see all these different events. This was all added by the students. And you could see they categorize this, right? So military, political, economic history, right? Social and religious history. And so this becomes something where the students can share a lot of information. I think of this as something that could be used as a comprehensive summative assessment, which might offer students an alternative. I think it really can be valuable in many different disciplines, right? So this is obviously a social sciences example, a history example, but I think it could be useful in, the timeline that I'm going to create is about, my history of cooking, where I really got into cooking, and I'm going to share that with my French 2 class because they are studying la gastronomie, and I would like to share with them how the kinds of dishes I made and and things like that. And it'll be driven by the text that I create. And then I could have a model of that so I can show the students how to make their own. Okay, so you see just some more examples here. All right, and it's pretty easy to do. Obviously, it does not need to be this comprehensive. Maybe you can have, for instance, maybe like 10 things that you want your students to share. And then that might be another alternative if we're kind of done with Google Slides because we've done that ad nauseum, or you didn't want to do a Prezi, which seems like it was kind of a big thing about 5 to 10 years ago. This is something new, and it's called, you can see at the top here, tiki-toki. I suppose a play on the TikTok, if you will. Okay, so just another thing that's out there that might be useful as an assessment tool. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or you have anything you'd like to talk to me about, you can reach me via email, or you can contact me in any other way. But I would imagine that email would probably work the best. So hopefully that was helpful to you, and maybe you'll take a look at this when you're doing future assessments. Thank you.